Hey all, we're Hoof-Hearted, and we stink of new pony content. Tonight, we are joined by special guest Silver Eagle.
Hey!
And with the regular suspects, we have TG.
Hello, that's me. Hi.
Greg Doll.
Praise the show staff, the hiatus has finally come to an end.
Scoot.
Yay.
Enthusiastic as always. And Duster.
Cosmere Magazine taught me how to please and or put my stallion in a hospital.
Oh, God.
And I'm Treebeard, the host, here to remind you that he who smelt it may not have necessarily dealt it.
Thanks, middle school.
Tonight, we had a new pony episode with Fashion Horse, doing Fashion Horse things.
With other fashion horses.
With Fashion Horse and Fashion Horse accessories.
Fabulous.
Also, Hasbro discovered that there are other body types.
That's
The
right.
fat pone.
God.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
I
really
never-
the greatest thing in this case.
No,
I-
I was thinking more of Sassy Saddles. Like, oh, they're expanding like the character designs. That's cool.
Oh, yeah,
really,
no,
Head shape
that's
is quite
true.
interesting. I know
Sassy
that.
Saddle's
That's
shape
actually
is
closer
just...
to the original
It's a
Celestia
fleur de
shape.
lis.
It's fleur-de-lis, yeah.
Yeah,
She,
fleur-de-lis.
that style's already been used
Yep.
before.
Oh, they dug
They're
it out
using
again.
it more, that's something.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, it is cute.
I thought you guys were referring to the fat pone body type.
No, well,
Gaia Betty!
no.
Gaia Betty.
Tumblr in a ham planet. So if I have to hear like nothing about the fat pony ever again in my life, it'll be too much. Like the fandom overall has taken a little bit suspiciously too much pleasure in basing art on this pony.
Well, you see, they're looking to realistic dating standards.
What?
That one fell flat. Anyway.
like, no.
Realistic
I mean,
dating standard.
I mean, I get it. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like all the
Oh yeah, it
commentary on this
kind
pony
of got
has
clopified a little too fast.
been- well, that too. But I mean,
Well,
like
that's
this
the
hasn't
internet.
this hasn't all been respectful. Like commentary on this pony, it's been like, haha, look at the fat pony, haha, and it's like, really, I thought we were above this. I thought we were better than this, but I shouldn't have thought that.
It's
We're not. It's,
this
a bunch of
fandom, you know.
The
It's a
one
bunch of
credit I will
man-children.
give is that this was foreshadowed very vaguely.
in the lockers.
Yes.
Yeah, the locker from the tank episode that you don't like for some reason.
I'll be real with you. I thought that picture was dick butt.
For a little bit, I did too when I first saw it. I was
I mean,
like,
What's dick butt doing in here?
Yeah, for such a weird background gag to be brought back up again, it was really unexpected, but
My
kind
little
of
pony,
shady
you
seeing
think your
Gravity
gravity
Falls.
falls, do you?
I guess we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Anywho,
Oh,
we
yeah.
kind of go down. So for the new guy, we kind of go down the line one by one. And since you're new, Silver Eagle, what did you think of the episode?
I thought that let me think about how I thought about this episode. Like, I would say I thought it was a little bit embarrassing that Rarity seemed so completely unaware of what would happen when she achieved commercial success, and she wasn't prepared to let go of her own creative process enough to delegate it out to other people to allow it to actually scale up to serve 300 people. And so what she's going to be left with is the thing she says she wanted but didn't really want, which is a little crappy boutique that charges $1,000 per dress because it takes her that long to do it, and that the general public can never touch. And so she only serves the 1%, essentially, the elite. And the episode was a little bit of a commentary on that, on what you lose by mass producing. And I think the irony of that's not lost on me, that this is this is a show that is essentially a glorified advertisement for mass-produced toys, and here they are
Brief
saying,
moment of self-awareness.
here they are saying, like, when you mass-produce stuff, the quality goes down, and you don't have that individual touch, and it loses the speciality of everything, and everything should be unique and special. And it's like, but you just sold the same toy to 10 million children. Like, are you not aware of the, like in the real world, we're being taught this lesson by Pony itself, that to serve the masses you have to have some harsh realities, And I think this is just like I compare it very much just like to Applejack when she handles the Flim and Flam brothers who come into town. She says, well, y'all aren't going to run us out of business, and then she recruits the help of people who don't normally help her to deliver this high scale of cider. And it's like she doesn't understand economy of scale. She doesn't understand something being in high demand, and so she has to ramp up her supply. She doesn't understand that at all, and just insists on continuing to do it the old-fashioned way, not allowing anybody to help unless we need it. Like, she insists on being stuck in the past, and Rarity does too. And I think it's kind of like these ponies both are just like small-town horses that have no understanding of business. And I don't know if that's
small-town
what you...
horse living in the lonely... God damn it!
God damn it. I don't know if you want to... I don't know. Is that the message you want to drill home to kids? Like, no, the kids should understand, like, hey, individuality is great, but when everyone's special, no one is. So get used to having some conformity in your life and don't treat it like it's the biggest sin on earth. Oh my God. It's okay if a lot of people drive the same car and wear the same stuff because you can be defined by other shit. Anyway.
Right, and out of 10 rating?
Out of 10?
Yeah, give it a rating out of 10.
Like a 5.
5, okay.
Alright, and I called on Greg Dog next.
Alright, so yeah, I've actually not heard that view of this episode yet before I found that quite kind of interesting. I haven't thought about it that way, so...
That's why I wasn't even saying anything. I was like, oh.
Yeah. That's the first.
That's
It was really insightful, by
true.
the way. Like, yeah.
Well played.
But, yeah, I actually, just going off of what I was thinking beforehand, yeah, I thought this was a pretty solid episode. I understand the viewer pushing of, sometimes, God, I've lost my train of thought, but, like, you're making me think, Silver Eagle, like I was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna say, but,
it's the worst thing.
But, yeah, I mean, I understood that, like, the whole view, but yeah, okay, creativity kind of gets lost when you go for mass production, and sometimes it's better to stick to your aspirations and creative goals if that's truly what makes you happy, and yeah, I think that's a good message, and
Yeah, sure.
I think everyone truly, they can resonate with the fact that, yeah, if you get into just doing a job, like, it gets boring after a while doing the same thing over and over, and it can be a bit soul-crushing, perhaps, to say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
It, that's something that everyone resonates with, and yeah, it's important to still keep that creative side of yourself just so you can, be you and be happy. Episode itself, I would say that I actually really liked this episode for the sole reason of it didn't try to be funny really at any point. And for Pony, that's hard to find in Pony. Most Pony episodes are really silly, really over the top, kind of comedic. But with the lesson they were going for, I feel like they were able to keep a serious tone throughout that really fit the episode, and I was really pleased about that, because, again, we don't see it that often, and, yeah, I'll give Amy Keating-Rogers a lot of credit for that. I felt it was really well done, and the message was delivered in an appropriate way. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed the really over-the-top reactions to fashions. I've seen my mom watching Project Runway and stuff enough times downstairs and be like, yeah, that's kind of like what fashion is like. They all act all, oh my god, oh, fabulous, oh, it's amazing.
The fashion plate face.
Yeah.
I will say I'm very disappointed there is no Tim Gunn pony in this entire episode.
Tim Gunn, yes. But
is this the make it work guy?
Yes, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Why do you all know this?
We have moms.
Because
I have a mom too who watches that show, and I don't know that.
Because my mom's TV lineup is Dr. Phil, The Bachelor in Paradise, and this shit.
Yeah, we can relate.
I've seen The Bachelor in Paradise. Ugh.
Anyways, but yeah, I did find the fashion ponies funny. And Fat Pony, it was so random. I just sat there at the end of the episode like, well, that was that was a thing. Like, it's not funny. It's not. I don't even know. It's just a thing that's there. I'm like, huh.
It's like what the fuck
that was a Fat
moment.
Pony. But anyways, yeah, I'll let the others talk about this episode. But yeah, overall, I was satisfied with this episode, and it was a strong return for the season after that 3-month hiatus for God knows what reason. Can we stop having those?
What was the name of the fat pony officially in the credits? Incidental Pony?
I think
or
Woe
something?
I
Nelly was
can't
with
answer
Derpy
that.
Burger, but
I've seen
Yeah.
Jelly Bean or something like that as her name.
And then, yeah, Horse News Diabetes.
yeah, I
Diabetic,
prefer
yeah.
Diabetes personally. but,
Tumblr in a hand planet on, yeah.
I'll go with an 8 out of 10 for this episode.
And out of 10. Alright. Scoot.
Let's see. To add on to what Silver said, I guess the summary is they're dumb horses. You don't understand how the world works.
Oh God,
They're dumb horses.
DG, we
Man,
need to record
that's-
you playing those goddamn hamster
Hamtaro.
games.
I
Oh
told
my
you,
God.
I'm aiming to have the second one for
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
next year.
With
So I'll
Hamster
probably
Satan.
start the first one in like December or something.
that's a story for another day.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, the thing that they seem to completely avoid is the whole, there's these fashion lines, but at the same time, Rarity can still do both. She can still make custom made dresses and, mass produce other ones for general public, because that's kind of what, I'm pretty sure that's kind of what happens in, like, not only fashion industry, but various other industries as well. They have their products that are like mass produced, and they have we take custom orders. You can for various other things, and they just skimp along. They skimp out on that aspect of the I guess the whole mass production thing.
Yep.
Yep.
She couldn't have done both.
Well, I
but,
mean,
but she could have had somebody else do the other one.
Well, yeah, she could do the custom dresses herself and had someone else just mass produce.
Yeah, and that's kind of
Swap shop.
interesting because that's kind of what the famous fashion designers do. They design custom
Exactly,
dresses,
yeah.
and yet they still have a custom line of mass
Master-
manufactured stuff. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's how it works.
interesting. Mm-hmm.
That's why you see, like Isaac Mizrahi, who does Target. He has like high end stuff outside of Target. Like that's not just his one shtick.
Yeah, but he's got stuff at Target.
But
so
he's got
obviously
stuff at
it's
Target.
getting mass produced somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So. Yep.
Anyway, that's kind of what I can add. The fat pony, or I guess what we're calling diabetes. I guess
Let's roll with diabetes.
Oh, sure, why not?
it's just like what the fuck moment. I was like, what the hell is this? I was just like, okay, just confused, and then it ended because I couldn't. I didn't
that
know what to
happened.
make of it. Yeah, exactly. It's a well, that happened moment. Anyway, my score, I guess I'll give it a 7.
7 out of 10. TG, what do you think?
Man, everyone's pretty much covered everything I had to say. Like, it's... Like, Rarity does her thing, she blah blah blah, she could have had someone else do the monotonous work for her. Like, the thing I don't get is, she's running 2 stores now, and she has, whatever the other chick's name was, I don't even remember.
Sassy Saddles.
Sassy.
Yeah, Sassy Saddles. She has her managing the store, but is Rarity still the only one doing the sewing and shit?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
what was
Yes.
they said at the
She-
end.
Yeah, like, what?
She won't let Sassy do anything. Well, really, that's probably just end of sentence.
Yeah, like she...
Sorry.
Yeah, like how is Rarity going to do like anything? She already flips her shit all the time at the normal boutique when she like is running late on orders and crap. So now she has a whole other store to also take orders from. Like, she's gonna go out of business in like a week.
Well, dude, TG, we've established she's the richest pony
That's true.
in all of
We
the
have
country.
established that Rarity's the richest pony in the world.
Yeah, because she has just like a endless supply of gems.
Yeah, like she
And-
just throws fucking valuable gems at people as tips and is just like, no, I don't care, take it. She will never run out of money.
I mean, she gives
so,
them to Spike as candy, so
Yeah, like it's. So
That's so
I
she
guess
can keep him in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we could talk about
Or
Spike
Spike.
forever. but-
Yeah.
We have a lot to say about Spike, but that's off topic.
They do, I don't.
So yeah, that's really the big thing in this episode. like everyone else said, the fat pony is just
It's there.
there. Like, I heard people mention the fat pony before I watched the episode, and the way everyone was talking about it, I thought it was like a big thing in the episode.
A big thing?
Shut the fuck up! You're awful, and I hate you.
Oh my god.
But
You're welcome.
no, like I thought it was like a way bigger deal in the episode, and then I watch it, and it's like 1 second at the end, and I'm like, why is everyone talking about this?
But that's how everything goes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty
So,
par for the course, really. 1
Yeah.
second and holy shit!
A Star
yeah,
is born.
it's true. But,
Star is born. Like, look at the horse
Wait, 1 second.
masks.
Keep talking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, do we have
you
to
said
wait?
hold on, and then
Do
you
we have
said,
to wait?
No,
or
keep
like...
talking. No, keep
She's just
talking. I'm
searching.
doing a little internet research.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
but yeah,
Like,
there's not really much for me to add. I give it like a 6. I'm gonna say 6. It wasn't like a bad episode, but I don't really care much, which makes me sad because Rarity's my favorite in the main 6. So,
Well, we've
This
got more
was a
Rarity
meh.
episodes coming, apparently.
we do.
so-
We have like 4 more in a row for some reason.
Like I said, we're being generous with the generosity.
Shut the
pony.
fuck up, Greg.
Oh.
shut the fuck up.
That's mentioned. That's uttered a lot in this group.
Oh.
Dude, shut the fuck up, Greg.
Just shut the... Wow.
Just motivates me further.
It's like she's 1/5 of the whole season. It's like she's 20% cooler. Shut
Oh,
the
God.
Mm.
Why are you
Very
helping
Now
him?
there's 2
I'm
of
not,
them.
I'm not trying to encourage this behavior. I
Yeah,
just...
no, please encourage me.
No.
Please don't.
Anyway,
You already
anyway.
have.
I think
Can't
it's
stop
like Katie's
the
now.
next.
No.
Duster, what do you think, for God's sake?
What do I think? What do I think? I think that, my God, someone already made a plushie of this goddamn pony!
Oh my god, really?
Oh god, do I have to go on my plushie rant again?
Wait, is it squeaky?
Yeah, it doesn't make
If
squeaky
it's not,
noises.
then that's a failing on their part.
Hmm?
And my research yields that no, there is no porn of this pony on Derpy Buru just yet. I
Yes,
am
there is.
disappointed.
Yes, there
No,
is.
there definitely is. You
gotta
There
take
definitely
yeah.
is. It's been linked to me. Yeah, there is. Of diabetic.
Yes.
Yeah, you must have your filter set to not horrible things.
Yeah, aliases, diabetes, tumble hooves, Tumblerina, Tumblerina, Ham
the name
Planet.
it's under is Wonelli.
Yeah, but I like Tumblerina Ham Planet better.
Oh god.
Okay, so pros and cons. So I like that the design team went all out. The designs of the dresses were really, really cool. The designs of even the like throwaway characters for this episode were really cool. And I haven't seen Teen Titans, nor do I really care, but I still like the Raven and Starfire ponies. They were kind of a nice addition.
Oh right, I completely missed
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
references.
I forgot about them, but I noticed it
Did
when I
AKR
watched.
write for Teen Titans?
I don't think so. She
You
might
could look
have.
that up while I'm talking. I don't know. And also, I like that they're talking about the value of art and individuality again, which is kind of driving home the point of the premiere, which is that when everyone's the same, then what's the point of breaking the mold or doing anything new? The con is mostly when it comes to the artistic side, because I am getting into like professional art shit, and I'm in school to go into professional art stuff, and I've done conventions and vending and commissions before. And for being in a creative business, Rarity sucks at being a creative professional. Because when someone commissions you for a thing, you don't change it. That I had a big issue with that scene, which a bunch of people were trying to justify it, and I went, no, if someone, or like, let's say you order a salad and you say, I want croutons on it, but the chef gives you a salad with chives, you go, well, it's the same leaves, it's just a little different. I think it tastes the same. Well, that's not what you fucking ordered. You'd have a right to get angry. So I'm actually siding on the, like, horrible throwaway character manager side that said, like, why are you doing alterations you shouldn't have in the first place? The other problem that I had with this episode was that it's really encouraging the already festering DeviantArt attitude of, but I'm an artist! And if you are an artist that stamp your feet and say that like a child, then have fun getting a job, because you're not going to have one. When it comes to working for, if you're self-employed, you can kind of get away with it, which Rarity is. But if you're doing kind of the mass-produced thing, which he was kind of trying to go for, you can't afford to do that. No one cares you're an artist. What they care about is your results. And that's what shows up really clearly in this episode. They didn't really care about the love and attention that she put in these dresses, which we're clearly supposed to see as a bad thing. They just cared about the end result. And I can sympathize with doing the same thing over and over again being boring. I actually tried taking a break from doing pony art and closed pony art commissions, and my business tanked. It just stopped. I could not get commissions if I begged people to on my knees. Being branded for one thing and not wanting to do the thing sucks. But eventually, if you're going to make a living out of it, you just gotta suck it the hell up and deal with it, Buttercup. I mean, come on.
You guys, does she always sound this intense?
Yes. No, this is how she always is.
I do when I have a notepad document in front of me that I've been working on while everyone else was talking.
Okay.
So I didn't like the route that they took with creative professional type of character, because it's really, really wrong. And I've been trying to talk people out of this mindset for years, and when it comes to DeviantArt, I've just given up. They're going to be like that forever. But if you could convince someone to at least open their mind up a bit to the fact that if you're going to go into an artistic field, that you do kind of have to let go of you don't have to have such a death grip on your baby, then that would be a nice world. Now, as for the fat pony, because everybody needs to talk about it.
We all have to talk about it.
We all have to talk about it. It just seemed, I'm not offended by it before I say this, it just seemed really unnecessary.
Yeah, like it served no purpose.
Like, if you did this with the Starfire pony, like, for example, it would have gotten the exact same point across for this joke. It just seemed weirdly
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And again, it's not because, like, oh, I'm offended, I'm triggered, how dare they fat shame. No, it's just, you could have done the exact same thing with something else, and it just seems really unnecessary to just completely overshadow the entire episode with this one weird gag. Which, I'm calling this another victim of the last roundup syndrome.
The last round? Yeah, I was going to say. It's the last roundup all over again.
A good episode
Which
overshadowed by one thing.
Was that not also written by Amy?
Oh my god.
That was the
It
Derpy
was.
episode with Applejack
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
The Derpy episode was, because I remember, wasn't she the one who talked about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's done this before.
Well, judging by what we talked with, by the way, check out our interviews from Equestria LA on our Hoof channel. When we talked to M.A. Larson, it seemed like the writers...
Also on Ponyville Live.
Yeah, this isn't really the writer's
And
choice.
also on Ponyville Live. But it seems like the writers don't really have as much control as we think over what happens visually.
Okay.
Which I'm trying to bring that interview back up in my brain, if someone else can help me out here. What M.A. Larson said is that he writes an episode, but a lot of the visual gags are decided by the animators themselves.
Yeah.
Right, he was
that's
talking.
pretty much- yeah.
He was talking about the inclusion of a Parasprite during Magic Duel, and how people accused him of pandering, and he said, "I had nothing to do with that. That was a decision made by the animators."
Yeah, that's true.
So
the
stuff like
question
Fat
is-
Pony was probably not even her choice.
So
It was
for all
just
we know,
that.
he-
Most of the gags for Magic Duel were lined up by the animators in advance.
So the question is, who are you pointing the finger at in this one?
Let's go with nobody, because it's a children's show.
I go
What
with
an insane
everybody.
idea.
Hey.
Rating, I'm... As much as I complain about the artistic professional type of thing, I actually did enjoy this episode. And I didn't hate Sassy Saddles, surprisingly. I just found her hair rather disconcerting. So I'm going to give it a 7,
Okay.
which still does not beat the season premiere, by the way.
Anyway.
Now I have to drink my tea because I bitched too long.
Treebeard.
It's Act 8!
Oh man. Okay, so episode. I really liked it, actually. And I want to bring this up in response to kind of taking jabs at Rarity for not knowing what she... If you're going into mass production, you should know this. I don't think she knew she was going into mass production.
Yeah,
I mean,
it seemed like when she was out like all the plans.
It was pretty imposed on her, and she's kind of forced into a way of thinking and in a practice that she's not really used to. God knows, I fucking sympathize with that right now. And honestly, I can't really blame her for doing what she does, because she's kind of falling, because even with the change in the dress, she's falling back on old habits, because she's used to entirely being her own boss and everything she makes being its own individual piece. So mass production isn't really her thing. It never has been and probably never will be. So I don't really hold that against her. Sassy Saddles, minor complaint. I had no idea that was her name until the third time they said it. For some reason, when the voice acting said her name, it was unintelligible.
I thought it was just another one of her exclamations.
Yeah,
actually, because she said a whole bunch of other stuff that's like, "Oh lordy,
she got raped for quite a few
down
times.
with a sassy
horseshoes and hand grenades," or something like. She kept saying like stuff like that, and like,
I am now adopting that into my vocabulary.
I got the vapors. How was that one?
Dear writers that are watching this, please use the term horseshoes and hand grenades somewhere in this show.
I just remember that from Close Only Counts and Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, and not... I don't know. You guys know that expression, right?
Yeah. Close Only Counts and Horseshoes and...
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Anyway, Trigger.
Like I said, I really liked the episode. I pretty heavily identified with being forced into an artistic environment that has demands that you're not really ready for, and you never were prepared to take on because it's not what you wanted to do. I'm in a typography and graphic design class, and I've learned very quickly that I hate both of these things.
Meanwhile, I've had to do 3D stuff while I'm studying graphic design, and I hate 3D.
What, you're learning Maya now?
No, I was looking at a class that was, what was it? Some sort of rendering program that was part of the advertising major. No, this is awful.
I mean, I'm not sure how much help it would be. Most 3D advertisements look like garbage.
Exactly! And also, I'm going into print! How is this going to help me?
We were talking about a horse episode, weren't we?
This is just our usual tangents.
Yeah.
And then the two artists decided to go in a corner and whine.
So anyway, yeah, unfamiliar territory for an artist, and kind of showing that. Yeah, I think what I really take from this is play to your strengths, because obviously mass producing a commodity is not Rarity's strength. And just a brief aside, why she didn't hire anybody else or didn't ask her friends to help her out, I can understand that because of the Key episode from season 4, that she'd be kind of apprehensive about having other people do her work for her.
Yeah, like a business manager or something, you know. I would say I would agree with you if it was like her friends again.
Yeah,
which is actually what was addressed in the episode. They said,
yeah, she said, not
why not
my
ask your friends to help you?
Not my friends. No, I won't ask my friends. It's like, then hire people or something.
Hire someone else to do it.
Just like you did with Sassy Saddles, right? Like,
You're loaded.
You understand the reason why you need a Sassy Saddles. So her only objection, you actually hear it a few times in the episode, is she wants it done right. and so she's going to do it herself. Which I think, that can be a toxic attitude for artists to have too.
Oh,
yeah.
Control freak.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
want
I
it done right, I'll do
completely
it myself.
sympathize, actually. I have a problem letting other people do things for me.
I mean, so do I. I get it. It's just, that's
Sometimes
only
you need to
after
let other people help out.
That's only after years of being disappointed by everyone around me that I just decided. Decided, you know what?
Do it myself.
I have to do everything. I just have to do.
I know that.
I know that feel.
I think it's fair to say that Rarity may not necessarily be rational in this episode, but her irrationality is understandable.
Mhm.
Is that fair to say?
Sure. If
Alright.
you don't like Rarity, though, this is going to be a rough time for you.
Oh, so much Rarity.
That's great. I think it's the next one that's Rarity Investigates.
Yes.
Yeah.
AKA Turnabout Storm, the episode.
Oh,
And there's another Rarity episode, too. There's 3 in this bunch.
is there one
Yay!
about ghosts?
Not
So
about
I
you.
always have to, and I'm sure, you guys either are getting to or will be at this point very quickly, that once you've interviewed enough of these people, you have trouble separating. Like, you always think, like, man, I don't like Rarity the character, but I love Tabitha St. Germain,
Yep.
the person. And I love that she's completely nuts and that, like, in real life she's a lot more fun than her character puts on, And I kind of think, I can't go too hard on her, but at the same time, it's just, she just voiced what was on the paper in front of her, and it's not like she personally is, like, injecting that into the character or anything. So it's kind of like, you have
This
to
is the
separate
same
it.
woman who once upon a time had a hard-on for a robot.
That's not
Oh
a
my
factual
god.
thing.
That's not a
We're not
factual
talking
thing.
about the
That
robosexual.
didn't happen. That was a dumb
Robosexual.
thing, you
My
guys.
God.
No, I'm talking about when Tabitha was on the Unicron trilogy.
Yeah, but that's
That's her
not
character, not her.
Again, yeah. See, we all
She
have.
Oh
played
my
somebody who had a boner for
Too
her
many
robot.
tangents, guys. Let's
Let's wrap the
Too
rating.
many.
Tribute
even for
rating.
us.
This is pretty light.
Tribute.
Oh, I have to say that I will say one thing about the episode. Actually, is that we've now seen Tabitha do 2 major roles pretty much back to back. We had Luna in Magic Sheep, and then we had Rarity now. I think she's knocking out Rarity way more than Luna, and I know that Luna's the fan favorite.
What?
I know. I think she did a lot better this time than in Magic Sheep.
Oh, that's cruel.
I know.
That's cruel. Duster, see, what I don't understand is, you got YouTube haters and you got YouTube admirers, but how you haven't been burned at the stake as a heretic at this
I
point
don't.
yet.
Hey, Luna is a fine character. I have actually.
We are cloaked by our obscurity.
For
Good.
now.
Security
For
through obscurity.
now.
Well, that and also, I have previously said I would kill for a post Luna like the day after Luna comes back. I want that to be an episode. I have hammered at that several times.
Her readjusting to life 1,000 years later.
Literally the day after she gets back after the
Yeah.
Nightmare Moon. I have been begging for that episode for a while. I have said that Luna is a pretty good character that has a lot of places that we could explore, which they tried to do in Magic Sheep, and I think they didn't do enough, which is a shame for Luna's character because there's so much. It's not that I don't like her. I think that the Rarity's voice acting this round was a bit better than Luna's voice acting this last round.
Okay.
I mean, I often end up kicking the hornet's nest by pissing off the NLR.
How dare
Because
you
I
insult
hate-
my ultimate moon
This-
waifu?
The NLR, like the fanatics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
News Leader Report.
Yeah.
People formed a
I like
political party
pissing
around
them off.
Yeah, they're fun to.
Anyway, tribute.
8 out of
rating.
10. Good horse
Okay.
fashion episode.
And that means we've all gone, correct?
Yes.
Yep, everyone's
Alright.
gone.
So, Silver was a 5, I was an 8, Treebeard was an 8, Dusker was a 7, Scott and TG, you were...
I was a 7.
I was a 6.
I was about to say, I was the meanest one again?
No, I was.
Silver, give it
Yeah, I was the meanest one. I was the
Yay!
meanest one, and you were like half there.
Overall score for this episode is a 6.83 out of 10.
Yeah, I pulled the average down. Yeah.
so did I.
Which, that's actually one of the higher rated episodes of the season for us.
Wow. Is this because Duster
You should have heard the shit
No,
we were
it's
saying
because
before.
all of us, we have...
Oh, it's not because Duster's been throwing out ones. Left and right.
No,
Actually,
it's been a lot of episodes.
I'm more likely to throw out ones.
I spent the week before Slice of Life going, I am ready to give this a -5, flip off the camera, and leave.
It's
Like,
good,
just for the
right?
synopsis alone. Then I came back and went,
good,
okay, I'm only partially wrong.
It was good.
I
was
hated the
okay.
shit
It was
out of it.
okay.
I really
Treebeard
wasn't
was
a big
harsh
fan
and
of it.
PG, yeah.
Yeah.
They were really hard.
I was meh with it. Anyway,